Of the F1 2017 career mode here on F1 2017. Basically, we have decided to do an early episode today, mainly because I couldn't get to do one last night because I was forced to leave it out, mainly because of internet issues. And yeah, it was slightly annoying. Not gonna lie. But yes, in case you're wondering, we're in different colours. We're driving for Haas. Moved mid-season to Toro Rosso. Unfortunately, there's no achievement for it, so you know if you only do it for the achievements, don't do it. I always tend to move at least once during a career mode, like mid-season. I feel like it's the way to go. And obviously, I've done it now, so I don't need to do it again. And yeah, so the second half of the season, we're going to be at Haas. Now, the Haas car does feel okay. Probably not as nice through the corners as the Toro Rosso felt, but it has got some grunt behind it. And like I say, if you look at the races like Baku, Austria, the Haases were, were probably keeping up with me, if not slightly faster than me. So, it's not too much of a problem at the minute. But in case you didn't notice as well, during practice, we were quite comfortably inside the top 10, apart from one of them. And then qualifying, I don't know whether I just didn't get my lap up, because obviously, I'm trying to find a way of going out and qualifying without, doing unnecessary amount of laps. Because I don't want another situation like I had in Austria. It just doesn't work. But yes, Hungary, our first race for Haas, was starting in 13th place, and it's raining, guys. It's actually raining here in Hungary. So, actually, we're going to see how that is going to help us. Last time it rained in Hungary, we did really well. Ocon kind of helped us build up like a 40-second gap to the cars behind after spending the majority of the race in last place. Oh, blimey.
It's always wonderful to come back to the... We're almost ready to go then, and
now,
this is what the starting grid looks like for today's
Is it going to be raining all race, or will it improve
as
the race goes on? Here is the grid position, guys. I will now shut up.
Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Bottas, Sebastian Vettel, and Ocon, Perez, F.I.A, Palmer, and Nico Hülkenberg, Sainz, Grosjean, Felipe Massa, and Ericsson.
Oh, I forgot I took a penalty.
Verstappen, Lance Stroll, and a Haas. Van Dorn and Fernando Alonso starts from the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Right, okay, so it's not going to be raining all race. We are underfueled though, slightly, which is annoying. Does mean that when it dries out, we're probably going to have to try and build it back up. We'll see how that goes over the course of the race. For now, I'll leave it and we'll build it back up later. But yes, like I say, we're going to start this race, get it under bout, and we do have the Verstappen just in front of us. Here we go, the lights are counting down. 5 lights in Hungary. And way in Hungary. It's an okay start. The second part of it, quite horrible, actually. And yeah, we go from 18th to 10th. Oh, we make a double overtake on both Reynolds through there. The two Force Indias side by side. Got to figure out where I go. Don't want to make any sort of mistakes. Up into 7th. Oh, we've gone wide slightly. Just keep it going. Ricardo's had a horrible start. Ricardo will start in 2nd. He's now in 5th. I'd say our car, chassis-wise, is the worst on the grid. Not chassis. Chassis? Yeah, I think it might be. I think it might be chassis actually. So at some point, start putting upgrades on there. But on this car, we don't have any engine upgrades, so we focus on the engine really. Just decide to dive it down the inside of Perez. Very easily take that 5th place away from him. Sorry, that 6th place away from him. And we move up a place. Can we do anything about the cars ahead whilst it's raining? Whilst it is raining, we need to make sure we use the full advantage of this. I don't think it's been the cleanest here from us. We've definitely skating around the corners a little bit. That could be due to the aerodynamic grip though. Goes fastest with a 1. I do a 35, so 1.4 seconds slower at the minute. That's it. So guys, if you're new to the channel, do hit that follow button so you can see more F1 content such as this. That's it, 3 viewers already. Interesting. Maybe this time more often. Let's have a look, see what's being said. Nothing much at the minute. It's our first race for Haas here today, after moving from Toro Rosso. Unfortunately, we crashed out. We had a horrible race actually. First lap we hit Ocon, damaged our front wing, had to carry on for the rest of the stint with a damaged front. And then, yeah, we just kept making mistakes during the second stint. And eventually, we were taken out by Pascal Wehrlein, which was unfortunate. Oh, very wide there. Just keep skidding. Don't like it. We're second off the pace at the minute. We're 9 seconds in front of our teammate, which seems okay. Does seem like at the minute that Hamilton, who are in second, is holding the group. Raikkonen's getting away, so I'm guessing that group is Hamilton, Vettel, and Ricciardo. So the track is beginning to come towards being intermediates already on lap 4. Just want to build up a huge gap basically. quite sure where my pace is going to be when the track dries out. Oh, hello. Hey, Dragon. Thank you for popping in and landing. Welcome, guys. Do appreciate it. Like I say, I've got work. I've got set off for work at 9 o'clock, so I thought I'd get this done now. Like I said, first race for a new, always important. You want to get this under your belt. It really looks like it's intermediate conditions though now. The sky looks lighter, the track as wet as it was ago. Well, so it doesn't look like we're going to go faster this lap, but it does look like we're still making grounds on the guys in front. Now Hamilton does have Vettel all over him now. We want to try and get the power down as early as we can. Is Vettel going to make the move on Hamilton going down into turn 1? And we shall see in just a second. Raikkonen goes faster with a 38.0. It's caught the curb a little bit coming through the final corner. Does Vettel go for the move? No, he doesn't. Quite sure who is behind Perez. Like I said, Perez is my rival at the minute. He's more than likely going to win the rivalry, but any little dent I can put into his little victory, you know, I would like to. Ideally, I'd like to beat him, but unfortunately, the power that Force India kind of puts me at a disadvantage. So we're right behind these now. So yeah, slightly puts me wide. Notice though with this car in the wet, it does like to drift these sort of corners. Well, that's probably because aerodynamically the car's crap. So. Might make a move on Ricciardo going into turn 2. We're close enough. Definitely thinking about it. Tell you what, Raikkonen romped off. Need to keep up these guys. Get a move made somewhere. Ricciardo looks like he's dropped off the back of Bottas recently. I don't know whether Bottas is up the pace or what, but yeah. Let's drop back this over the course of this lap. We keep in the slipstream of Ricciardo. And Ricciardo, who's usually the last of the late breakers, gets out-braked into turn 1. And we are up into 5th position, guys. Like I said, we need to keep doing this whilst the track is wet. It will dry up. I definitely think it's time for Inters. What happened to Ricciardo at the start? Because he was second. I was hoping he'd be able to, especially around a track like this that's not all reliant on engine power, be able to do something about like the Mercedes and the Ferrari, but unfortunately, it's not how it's planned out. Yep, no Raikkonen's out in front. Oh, come on. Right, come on, Jeff. I do think it's time for Inters to make the call. Here we go. Ah, where is the blooming pit line? Oh, backed way off. Not happy with that, but I didn't know where else to go. Oh, come on, right in front of Ricciardo. Alright, how long is the track going to stay wet for before it turns into dries? Vettel got the jump on Hamilton, so Vettel is going to romp away now, because the Ferrari is the quickest car in the field. don't think I've drove on Inters yet on this game. Well, on this track. I don't remember whether I did any practice sessions in the rain. Yeah, I did. Sorry, I did the race. Whatever that last one is. I don't think is it race strategy? I don't know. Oh, someone's out. Someone's out of this race. It's I think it's Danny Ricciardo. And it is Danny Ricciardo, and unfortunately I'm not falling too far back. I'm not falling too far back. How dare you? I'm not falling too far back. I'm right behind him. Oh, they need to fix this. They need to fix this. I'm right behind him. I'm right behind him. I'm right behind him. Stop it. Go away. Oh my god. Drive-through penalty, that's one race ruined. Race ruined because of a poxy glitch in the game. And Bottas actually came out in front of Hamilton. Ricciardo's day got from bad to worse. So we've got a drive-through penalty. Because apparently we were falling too far back when we were right behind Lewis Hamilton. Verline's out. Pascal Verline out of this Grand Prix. What's happened to him? Raikkonen's lead has been eroded now as well. Verstappen's still all the way down there. Oh dearie me, what's happened there? Is that Verline? I think it's just an engine failure there for Pascal Verline. 18 cars left. So this is going to make things a lot harder now. We build up such a gap to everyone else over the course of this rain period. You know, it was looking really good. Now the field's going to close up. Don't know how many of us have got drive-through penalties because of that stupid glitch. then it's basically going to be just see how long we can stick things out for. It's not building up at the minute, my fuel, as much as I'd like it to. Hopefully that'll happen in the dry. But we haven't got any fuel upgrades on the car either. Now, the safety car should pit this lap, I think. It's been out for a couple of laps now. Go. Right, so the question is, when do we have to take our drive-through? Hit the brakes, go down the inside of Hamilton. Can we make the move stick? Yes, we can. Up into 4th place. Hamilton's not looked good in these conditions. I mean, he had pole. Take it now. Oh, I think Vettel might have one. And so did Hamilton. This makes things interesting. Throwing the race, a bit of a curveball with some of the big guns down here. well out of shape going through there. It's not Vettel already on the back of the McLaren. Vettel goes up the inside of Van Dorn. Both McLarens in the top 10 at the minute. I'm going to have a say about that. I was pushing my luck then. Oh, Van Dorn, what are you doing? You can't just... You can't go defensive into a corner and then cut me up. Track is drying all the time. So we're back in the top 10. Just taking points away from here would be nice. Someone's out. Oh, it's Max Verstappen in the other Red Bull. He is out of this Grand Prix. So again, the fragilities of that Red Bull showing. Alonso still hanging it round. We're through though. It's at 8th place with 37.8. We'll take this opportunity to make the move on Vettel. We do. We make a late dive bomb into the turn 1. Oh, Stroll locks up. And in the space of 2 corners, we've got Sebastian Vettel and Lance Stroll. We move into P6 now, and hopefully we can start building a gap over Sebastian Vettel. Because of course, when the track dries out, these guys are going to zoom up to the back of me. Got Hulkenberg and Massa now, the next cars in front of us. Doesn't seem to be much spray coming off the back of our cars, but as you can tell, it is still raining quite a bit. Fully using this to our benefit at the minute. Raikkonen leads, Bottas second. Not quite sure who's third. I think it's Ocon. I think Ocon's third at the minute. Up the inside straight away of Nico Hulkenberg, and it's stopped raining. It has stopped raining, so in about 3 laps I reckon the call for dry tyres will come. Those look practically dry to me now. Considering we got sodded over by the game behind the safety car, this has been a good recovery drive. Not seeing my old team for whatever reason. It's just not happened at the minute. Obviously, guys, if you're not familiar with the series, last race I was driving for Toro Rosso. This is season 3. Spent 2 years at Sauber. Got 29 points in season 1, 64 points and a podium in season 2. And apart from the last race with my team, Silverstone, I had scored points in every race this season with Toro, including a race win in Canada. time here? We're 20.2 seconds in front of our teammate. Would like to get past Massa. In the dry, the car felt good round here, so I would like to think that we can still have some pretty decent pace when we go onto the dry tyres. Gonna make our pit stops. There we go. So into the pit stops we go. Like I say, guys, if you like what you've seen so far, hit that follow button. Subscribe to the YouTube page so you can see what's happened throughout seasons. Oh my god, it's Palmer. Throughout seasons 1 and 2. Right, now, this is where, oh my god, I'm like -2. Alright, let's see where we are in a few laps, let's see whether we can bring it down. One of the Force Indias have carried on. Right, Sergio Perez. Great race from Palmer, 3rd place at the minute. Now, have we got the pace to keep up with Palmer and to stay ahead of Massa? Track's not fully dry yet, you can still see spray coming off the tyres. So hopefully these conditions will still suit me. I'll have a look when we go down the main straight when our next pit stop is. Oh, I'll do it here. Lap 46. So in 22 laps time. Which makes sense, I guess. Oh, we do a 29.6. Hamilton's got back in front of Vettel somehow. Okay, that was a bit naughty by myself then, kind of barging Palmer out the way. We're in third place. Kimi does a 26.6, so the track is drying all the time. Gotta check again lap 30, but I don't think my fuel is going down, which is worrying. So 25-1. This time Vettel doesn't come back with a faster lap. It does seem like at the minute we've got the pace over Palmer, which is good. Allowing us to build a bit of a gap. I think Massa is faster than Palmer though at the minute, so that's going to be interesting to see what happens when Massa clears in. Hamilton does a 22-0. Some serious fuel management is probably going to be needed for the rest of this race. Which means Singapore is going to be a worry. The last two times we've been at Singapore, they've started us on -3. I said, don't expect to close the gap on the cars in front, because obviously it's the Mercedes and the Ferrari, they're much quicker. I said, my battle was with everyone else. Oh, it's Massa actually that's in fourth now, so Massa's cleared Palmer. Fuel saving happening now, so this is where Massa and whatnot are going to close in on me. So well, that car does feel good through that middle sector, despite the fact that we're running in lean at the minute now. I mean, of course, we've just run wide there, so we're going to lose 4 attempts there. Right, so the story so far, Landon, is basically we got a drive-through penalty under the safety car because apparently we felt too far back in quotes, which was relatively annoying. We took it and stuck the inters on, and we actually made our way pretty decent. Actually, we passed Vettel, we passed Stroll, we passed Hulkenberg, past Massa. Once we put the dry tyres on, built up about a 3-second lead. Oh no, we also passed Palmer as well. Built up about a 3-second lead, and then basically it was time to. I decided to check my fuel. Lap 30. It's not going down as much as I'd like, so through the middle sector I am going to be running lean, just so the fuel can sort of equalise itself Of course, you know, towards the end of the race, if it proves like it's not going down enough, then obviously through sector 1 and 3, I will have to run in lean as well. But like I said, we shall see how that goes so far. But like I say, we're just managing it at the minute. The gap between myself and Massa is sort of stabilising, which is good. And Hamilton's past Massa, so Hamilton's going to be up on us now. Question is, what do I do? So if Hamilton's going to pass me, he's going to have to pass me. I'm not going to let him through without a fight. Fortunately, guys, that's the way I am. I just don't. I don't mind conceding positions, but like I say, it's all about where and when. There's Lewis. He's back on the pace now, but he is like 30 seconds behind his teammate. .32 to be precise. There's Vettel. You stay back, Lewis. Oh, we do our personal best lap of the race at 23.3. Hamilton's still there. Vettel's on soft. Oh. Going to keep going. That's all I can do. Standard. Well, somewhat decent shot. Hamilton's going to get DRS on me. Vettel is now also right behind us. Got the inside line, so the corners should be mine, providing I don't run wide, which I don't. And Vettel sneaks through as well! Down the inside for Sebastian Vettel. And he is up into 4th place. Great move by the German. feel like my flow has sort of gone at the minute. And we've allowed Hamilton back through now. This is fun. I can't remember whether I'm pitting on lap 42 or lap 46. Felt nice through there. I think we're going to survive going into the first corner this time. With 46 point. Oh, we're still 32.4 seconds in front of Grosjean, so that's fun. Oh, because of us battling with Vettel and Hamilton, Masters caught up to the back of everyone now. Didn't quite get the acceleration I wanted off the final corner. Here comes Sebastian Vettel once again. Just gonna try and see if I can squeeze him up, but it's gonna be difficult. I'll try. Ooh. Good move by Vettel. Are we close enough to be able to dive bomb into turn 2? I'm going to try it anyway. No, we're not. Vettel locks up though. So am I going to take advantage? Yes, I am. Had to climb the curb to do it. He had the move done and he locked up and threw it away. Really concentrating here now, guys. Vettel is coming back for revenge. Gently squeeze him up. Nice, good break. Oh, we've hit him, we've hit him, we've hit him. Vettel stall, and he's through. Oh no! Oh, oh, I'm not giving this one up. I never give up. That is my motto. You just can't give up in these situations. You can't. You've just got to keep going. I mean, yes, it's borderline, I'll admit. Oh, this is great racing. First race at Haas, and I'm putting on a show. Morning, Wasbeck. I hope you're well, buddy. Welcome to the stream. My first race at Haas. Hamilton's fallen back. That's a bit strange. Make sure I've got a little extra front to help me around here. We're a bit wide there than I would have liked. So look at my tyres, 42%, so they're doing alright. Oh, Vettel forced me wide. He's through. And I think he's just too far ahead. Vettel finally overtakes me, and he can at least now start to see if he can make grounds on Bottas or Raikkonen. I had to fight off Vettel for as long as I could. It's always a losing battle, that one. Oh my god, it was fun to be a part of. If Hamilton's got wing damage, or a slight wing damage. you what, Massa's having a good race. Down in 6th place. Oh, hello, something's happened. Who's out? I think it's Massa. I was just talking about him. Oh, it is as well. Felipe Massa out of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Oh dear, commentators curse or what? Put on the chat, guys, hashtag pray for Massa. Massa's still there. Let's see. It's been near enough a lap. It is indeed lap 46 that we're pitting. Refreshed set of boots will come quite nicely. Be nice to have that extra grip again. So out of this race so far, we've got both Red Bulls, Felipe Massa, and who's the fourth the time? That a McLaren Honda? Holy crap. They are some way behind. Just McLaren on this game are absolutely shoddy. Like I say, with the next, if they do another update, they need to update the performances of the McLarens and the Red Bulls, because they are generally a lot better at the minute than they are on the game. Red Bull are constantly challenging the Ferraris and Mercedes at the minute, which on the game would be nice to see. And McLarens are basically as they were in 2016. You know, they're finding themselves battling for points on a regular basis, practically since Singapore, since the divorce from Honda. And all of a sudden, they seem to be scoring points. Pit window now open. So I'm going to run lean this whole lap. Like I say, guys, if you're new to the channel, do hit that follow button so you can see more F1 content coming your way. Next race is the Belgian Grand Prix. Last season I retired from that. The season before I got decent. I got 6th place. So like I say, where where will we be come season 3? I don't know. Like I say, subscribe to the YouTube page as well, so you can catch up with what happened throughout seasons 1 and 2 at Sauber and the beginning of season 3, where I began at Toro Rosso. I've just literally switched over to Haas. This is my first race, and I love the feel of this car, even though they've had no engine upgrades whatsoever. They've mainly focused on aerodynamics, which is kind of a good thing because it will help me through tracks like this. You know, the Haas has got some grunt behind it. So we're pitting this lap, going to put on a new set of super softs. And Hamilton pits as well. 2 AM and chilling with Rara. I picked Haas because they were the weakest team out of the 3 that came in for me. I had Renault, Williams, and Haas coming for me, and I wanted Haas. Like I said, there's no achievements for leaving mid-season. So I've done it once. Won't need to do it again now. I say second half of the season we're going to be focusing on the engine of this car because it needs it. Might need to put an upgrade on the gearbox as well. Ocon pits. Leaves me with a bit of a challenge to try and close in on Vettel, but Vettel was 11.5 seconds ahead of me by the time I pitted. So, like I say, it's I'm not really focusing on these guys. I've not scored a point in Hungary yet in 2 seasons. I think I finished 11th in season 2. I was 15th, I think, in season 1. Oh, no, season 1, I retired because of a clash with my teammate Pascal Wehrlein, who incidentally was the cause of my retirement in Silverstone in this season as well. Went really wide there. I honestly don't mind. This has been really good. I reckon this race so far. We started 13th after not the best qualifying lap we put in. We do a 22.5. Raikkonen does a 20 point... Oh, Raikkonen's not pitted yet, don't get excited. Right, okay. That is why. Raikkonen's not yet pitted, you're fine, you're not getting lapped just yet. 7 people watching, thanks for watching guys, it really does mean the world to me, especially considering how early in the morning it is, well in the UK anyway. Story of this race so far, we started 13th, we qualified 13th, we started 18th, because of the gearbox penalty. He was 10th by the first corner, 8th by the second, and then it was just a case of working our way through the field, which we did. It started off in full wet conditions. So obviously the rain playing in our favour. We're probably about the third quickest car on the field. I mean, we passed Danny Ricciardo, we passed Sebastian Vettel at one point, I think, as well. Why is Hamilton not making any ground on me? I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, I'm not complaining, because obviously 4th place, it looks good right now, with 20 laps to go. But still. Roman pits. Don't think he's had the best of races. Like I say, guys, we had a drive-through as well, because we got that glitch where it says to catch up with the field on the safety car. And yeah, like I said, we came out in about 11th place, because like I say, it weren't just me that got it. Quite a few other cars got it as well, so that was a bit of a blessing. Hamilton and Vettel had one. But Vettel got stuck behind Stroll, which allowed Raikkonen and Bottas to disappear. So I drove for Haas on F1 2016 as well, for halfway through Season 2, the full Season 3. And we're actually in the green now, guys. Let's have a look. So who's your teammate? You could have a gearbox issue. Yeah, he might do. He might do. I've not really thought of that. My teammate is Roman Grosjean, which, to be fair, is probably what I would have wanted, because Roman can score points. To be fair, so could Kevin Magnussen, so let's not be too cruel on the guy. Alright, now we're in the green. Let's see. Let's keep it up, because we're not pitting again. So obviously if we go back in the red, we can obviously run lean, but we'll run standard through here for now, which we haven't done for quite a while, since the track was wet. And the gap's 2.5 to Hamilton. We're pulling away. We're actually pulling away from Lewis Hamilton. How long can we keep this up for until he gets his act together? I mean, this is his championship. He's going to lose some serious points here. We do a 21.9. Vettel's pitted as well, so he's on the super softs now, so he'll pull away. Gap's 11.1 seconds. That's nice. It was 11.5 last time I checked, before the pit stops. Thought Vettel would have carried on a little bit longer. So I'm not really focusing though on Vettel. That is not where I'm looking. I'm just looking at each apex, trying to make sure I hit it nicely. It's 18 laps left. Bottas is yet to pit. Ooh, who's that coming out of the pits? Is that McLaren? Ooh, it's a Sauber. No, it's a Toro. It's my old teammate, Danny Kvyat. Yeah, that's right, guys. When I was at Toro Rosso, I had Kvyat as my teammate, not Sainz, for whatever reason. So Kvyat's having a bad race today. In 16th and last. Tell you what though, Toro Rosso will not like that being lapped by me, their former driver who has just literally left them. I don't think. Oh, hello. So, has one of the back markers been taken out? Right, let's have a look here. Something's happened. Oh! Okay, so, Ocon gets taken out by Valtteri Bottas. Say the good here in the dry. The fact that I'm running in 4th place means the world to me, especially considering I've not scored a point here yet. And this is a great way to bounce back after our first retirement of the season at Silverstone last time out. Surprised that leaders haven't pitted yet. I mean, I'm guessing they will do. But I would like them to lap me. But we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Hamilton definitely got some sort of issue. I'm nearly 4 seconds clear of the guy. There's the Williams there, which I'm guessing is Lance Stroll, who I overtook earlier in the race. Massa's already out of this Grand Prix, so of course it's Lance Stroll. I say Singapore is going to be another race like this where we basically have to just save try and build back up our fuel. We started on minus 3 of fuel. It seems to be what happens at the minute, to me anyway. Don't know if it's a glitch or whatnot, whether any of you guys have suffered that. But next, of course, we've got Bell. Looking for all around there. Bell, it could be hit and rain. Oh, half a second. That's not good. Who's the next car up ahead? Don't know why, but I do like lap cars. Look at that, 4.2 between myself and Hamilton. This is brilliant. I wonder where the Bulls would be in this race, but Verstappen was nowhere, and Ricciardo probably be about 6 right now. Lewis Hamilton is about to be lapped by his teammate. What's on the medium tyres? I don't know, it just seems like he's been going on for ages. I mean, they could have pitted at the same time we did. Got 2 McLaren Hondas there, fighting for 14th and 13th, I believe. Hamilton's 13.8 seconds behind me. How has that happened? Yep, Van Dorn 14th, Fernando 13th. Got to get DRS. First time I've had DRS in this race. Did Hamilton have a drive-through? Bit worried then that Van Dorn didn't give me the corner for disobeying blue flags. Disobeying. can speak English, I swear. Continue chasing down Fernando Alonso to put a lap on the guy. Like I say, on this game I refuse to drive for McLaren. Yes, I know Bottas is up in first place. He's been leading for a while and I'm not quite sure why. Should be Raikkonen. Had this been a full dry Grand Prix, I wonder where I'd be. His pace is solid. Got tyres. Oh, it's going to make it. That's not a problem at all. When are you getting it, Landon? Because you're missing out big time. I'd advise, like I say, if you like me and don't really know anything about setups, I'd advise doing time trial and nicking the setups off the leaderboard on there. I've got a setup for every track. They do tend to work okay in the wet as well, so the fact that they're wet and dry makes no difference in a minute. So we're a long way behind Vettel. Near enough 30 seconds to be exact. Let's keep an eye on that. Hamilton has upped the pace now, but he's 13 seconds down on me. There's Bottas. Oh, Nico Hulkenberg's out. I think that just like that looks like a generic failure. It's on the last corner though. Interesting. Will he still be there by the time I get there? No, does it look like he's just pulled off? Yeah, he's just pulled off. Still, it's a relatively dangerous place. I thought they could have at least brought out the VSC. 5 laps to go of this Grand Prix now, guys. It's kind of flown by. We're a lap down, so that means we go into lap 69. I'd say Vettel could make another pit stop and he'd still come out in front of me. Vettel lost 2 time earlier on in the race, stuck behind myself, Stroll. But more importantly, myself. I refuse to let him through. Hopefully at Christmas. Get your parents or your missus to, get you in a Black Friday, like a Black Friday deal. Just give him a nice elbow. Just say, you know what I want? This. I say, guys, I'm doing this really early today, before work, because I couldn't do it last night because I was having internet issues. And like I say, this is a long-ass race, and I just wanted it over and done with. Tell you what, I've built up my gap again to Lewis. It's gone up to 13.4. That was 12.7. He must be using an very old power unit around here. Me, I'm using a fresh one. Because my first 2 were fucked. Oh, hello, Kimmy. I think it's quite clear that Kimmy's made an extra stop. Penultimate lap for us, guys. Tell you what, this is probably, apart from the win in Canada, this is going to be my best position of the season, and it's coming in my first race at Haas. It's easily my best position at Hungary. Last season we finished 11th. Season 1 we retired. And usually, in both them times, we were absolutely awful in dry conditions. We were easily the slowest car. Am I doing Spa today? Probably tonight. Yeah, Landon. Black Friday is usually the... Black Friday? When is Black Friday? Actually, I think it's like something. I think it is like the last Friday of November, something like that. Do you play with Placey? Oh, welcome to the stream, Melophone. I don't recognise you, so as I do to everyone new who enters my streams, I'll give you a follow and add you as a friend. But no, I'm basically sat on my couch with a pad, and like I say, I race on 100 difficulty, which is basically the maximum that Legendary can be. Just been lapped by Kimi Räikkönen, who is in 2nd place. We're in 4th. Tells you the pace of the front two. Vettel is about 40 odd seconds down the road as well. Did hold him up for as long as we could, but it was just too much to ask. But what I am surprised about, guys, that Hamilton has dropped so far back behind me in this race. I mean, like I said, this is my first race for Haas as well. Was driving for Toro throughout the first half of the season. Left, so, you know, I always like at least once mid-season. It was a risky one, because Haas, you know, they might not be as good as Sauber, but they do have the engine, even though they haven't added any upgrades to it. They do have the grunt still. Aerodynamically, they are fucking superb. They've added all the little hexagons before the big ones. Bottas wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. Fantastic. The Finns will be happy. Usually get a good population of Finns around here supporting the Räikkönen 2nd, Vettel 3rd, and I come home in a very solid 4th place. I am absolutely ecstatic with that. What a drive. We did qualify 13th, started 18th.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today.
I wonder what I'll do for the championship, because obviously Hamilton finished in 5th place. It should make it a bit more interesting.
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race. Safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage. The field had been bunched up.
And here are our drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled.
So I'm not disappointed that we didn't get the podium today. I know on our Haas stayed 4th place. This could be a few upgrades. It could be quite spectacular. Still got 25 minutes before I need to start to work. Didn't think I'd have it done that early. Let's have a look, guys. So your classifications for this Hungarian Grand Prix: Bottas wins, Räikkönen 2nd, Vettel 3rd, and then you've got myself in 4th, Hamilton all the way down in 5th. Don't know what happened there. Palmer 6th, a good showing from Jolene in this race. Perez 7th, Ocon 8th. Sainz scores his first points of the season after returning to his Toro Rosso seat. Grosjean gets 10th, so it's a double points finish for Haas. Ericsson in 11th, just outside. Sauber haven't scored a point since I left. Van Dorn 12th, Alonso 13th with a 5-second penalty, and then you had Kvyat, Stroll, who finished at the back. Out of the race went Nico Hulkenberg, Felipe Massa, Max Verstappen, Pascal Wehrlein, and Daniel Ricciardo. The standings of this championship are now as follows. Lewis Hamilton only has a 20-point lead now over Sebastian Vettel. Bottas is not that far away, and Raikkonen is showing some sort of intention. We close to within 12 points of Perez now, but of course Perez scoring points limits that. We're still in front of Ricciardo and Verstappen. I'm really liking this. Ocon moves into 10th place in the championship, a point in front of Kvyat. And Grosjean is 16th. Sainz moves up into 17th, moving above Fernando Alonso. That is the only point I have seen McLaren score in this whole career mode. And like I said, we're in the second half of Season 3. Constructors, Mercedes have a 43-point lead. Ferrari, second. We are now 2 points, though, behind Williams. Going into, well, we've still got 2 more races in Europe, and then it's the flyaways in Singapore, Malaysia, Japan, USA, Mexico, Brazil, Abu Dhabi. Well, there you go, London. What Wasbeck said, Black Friday is the Friday after American Thanksgiving, in America at least. 457 points. Oh, we needed so much more points than that. Once again, the interest builds. So ideally, the next team that I would like to go to is Renault. But obviously, we've got no upgrades to do or whatever. Let's just have a quick look. 11%, 38%, 17. Right. Could use them for practice and qualifying, and then I'll move over to the fresh set for the Belgium Grand Prix. But there we go, guys. That ends this particular episode here today. Do drop us a follow if you're new to the stream. Again, subscribe to my YouTube page, which is Raratron89, so you can see what happened throughout Season 1 and 2, and of course Season 3 so far. Do appreciate you all watching here today. Does mean the world to me. And hopefully I'll get later on. I'll get practice and qualifying done for the Belgian Grand Prix, and tonight I will get well the race done, which will be.
Hi.
Oh,
Quick word.
Are you kidding me?
Listen, I don't think the car is hitting its performance targets right now. We really do have to find a lot of improvement. Take a look at the report and we'll talk about it later, okay?
Yeah, so McLaren and Sauber have got upgrades. There's nothing we can do right now. We're building points. We've just moved teams. For crying out loud. You imbecile. But there we go, guys. that ends this particular episode. We'll see you again later for the Belgium Grand Prix. Do stick around. I will put out on the Twitch pulse thing when I'm about to go live, so do keep an eye on that later tonight. But until we meet again, guys, enjoy your day, and we'll see you very soon.